My YouTube channel went from this to this when I stopped making these mistakes on my channel. So I thought it'd be super fitting for me to jump on here and do a whole video about what these mistakes were, in the hopes that I could stop you from making the same mistakes that I did. If that sounds of interest, then please carry on watching. I feel like I look really dressed up for YouTube today. If anyone's used to my content, they'll be like, oh, she's not in a t-shirt with her hair up, that's weird. I'm going out and I don't like to waste makeup, so I thought I'd jump on here and film a bunch of videos. Anyway, the first thing what I'm gonna want you to stop doing on your YouTube channel, which is massively hurting you, is not knowing who you are talking to. I have to start with this one because this is the most fundamental mistake that I feel like you can make across any social media channel, right? And the reason why this is such a huge mistake is because if you don't know who you're talking to, you are not talking to anyone. There's like another phrase what kind of sounds like that, but probably better, which is like, if you talk to everyone, you're talking to no one. That's what the phrase is. Pick whichever phrase you prefer. The point remains the same. If you are being vague and not actually directing your content towards a specific audience, there's a big chance that your content is not going to land with anyone. Now, there are so many different things that you could do to really nail down your audience and figure out who they are, what they like, what kind of content they like, and stuff like that. I teach a lot of that in my one-to-one coaching programs, which I do also run for YouTube now. But for the sake of this video, a few tips is for you to really sit down, actually picture a person that you are speaking to. Picture someone who you think is going to respond well to your content. I want you to visually picture them. What do they look like? What do they sound like? Where do they live? What are their likes? What are their dislikes, etc.? What kind of content do they watch on YouTube? What kind of personalities are they drawn to? Really get down to the granular level of information about this person. I want you to vision who this person is. And once you do that, it will become so much easier to create really high quality content. And the reason why is because you'll get so specific in what you're saying. And also to your audience, it's gonna start to feel like you're speaking directly to them because you are. You know who they are, you figured it out. I feel like when I got to that level of kind of granular detail with my audience profile, I feel like my content massively improved because my audience felt like I was speaking directly to them. Now, I should flag, just to kind of save some face, I am a marketer, so I always knew who my audience was, but I definitely created a lot more varied content in the beginning, and I took my time to figure out, okay, which content is landing, and then from there, I used that information to refine my audience even further. And as I said, I really feel like that's when my content really took off because it got a lot more powerful and basically higher quality. Okay, so the second mistake that I'm gonna need you to stop making on YouTube, and one which I definitely done in the beginning is, and actually now that I think about it, this is probably the most important one, maybe I should have started with this one, is not using a tool to help with your SEO. Now, we all got to remember that YouTube is owned by Google, and Google have a humongous search engine optimization system, what basically powers everything they do, right? And that is a big reason why YouTube is so successful. It has this huge SEO system running behind it, which basically means that if you get good at SEO and you get good at using keywords in the right places, you put yourself in a very good position to start showing up when people search for certain keywords, whether on Google or on YouTube. You can actually refine your technique to the point where you are showing up first on Google search when you hardly have any subscribers. And that happened to me super early on. I had under 500 subscribers and I had gotten so good at my SEO that I was literally ranking first and second, sometimes third on a bad day, with my content when I had hardly any subscribers. Now, after that, my subscribers shot up because I was doing so well with my keyword research and my SEO. Now, the tool I use for this is TubeBuddy. There are a bunch of other tools out there. I have actually tried probably all of them, but in my opinion, TubeBuddy is by far the best. If you have not tried it before, or if you're using a different tool, I would honestly recommend that you make the switch, or at least trial a switch and sign up. There is a link in my description, full disclosure, it is an affiliate link, but help me out. If you're gonna sign up anyway, why not use the link? But in all honesty, I use it for every single one of my videos and it made such a huge difference. Now, the reason why I recommend using a tool and not just kind of doing it manually is because a tool gets rid of a lot of the guesswork and allows you to get super strategic with the keywords you're using. Now, I could do a whole video on that if you would like me to, please comment below and I'll definitely add it to my calendar. But a few tips on how to use TubeBuddy to make sure that you are fully, being as strategic as you can with your SEO is to figure out what your highest ranking keywords are or what keywords you have the best chance to rank on. Now, you can do this using their feature because when you search keywords, it will actually give you a score, which is based on whether the keyword has a lot of competition, but also based on whether or not the keyword is actually being used a lot. So it will calculate those two things and it will will give you a score which will tell you, hey, this is a good keyword. It doesn't have a lot of competition, but a lot of people are searching it. So once you find those keywords, where you want to put them, because this is the most important part, is in your title, but also in your description. Now, don't list them off like a bot, because we all know that social media platforms do not like bots. Don't list them off. Try and integrate them in a really kind of native way into your description. If you're looking for some advice, check out the description in this video. I'm sure you'll be able to see where the keywords are that I've loaded in and how I've done it. Okay, so this is another really big mistake that I made in the beginning, and I can still see from my old content like that this was an error. And it's basically that I had no strategy surrounding my video topics. I was just creating videos about whatever the hell I wanted to create. Now, I was literally like, when I was about to film a video and thinking, all right, what should I do my video prep on? Like, I would just think, what do I fancy talking about? Oh, this. And then I'd make a video on it. Sometimes when I was getting a little bit more tactical, I would search the video title and I would see if there were any other videos posted which were similar, which done well. And to me, that meant, oh, okay, great, this is going to be a great video. But what I wasn't doing was looking at the person who had created the video. And the reason why that's important is because a lot of the time that person is like this huge YouTuber with hundreds of thousands of subscribers. And when a huge YouTuber who has that many subscribers creates a video, they don't really need to pick a trending topic anymore. They still do, I'm sure it's still part of their strategy, but they don't need to because they have a fan base. And that fan base is gonna watch their videos, and they don't even necessarily need to make videos what are gonna attract new people because they have people. They got their group. Do you know what I mean? Whereas when you're starting out, your main objective of your content is to get new subscribers, right? And to be honest, I've only just allowed myself to start recording videos which aren't going to trend. Like, I've only within the past month, so maybe when I got to like 25,000 subs, did I allow myself to be like, okay, sometimes I'm just gonna talk about what I want, because there are some people who will watch that. If you're one of those people, hey, appreciate you. But when you start out, you've got to pay attention to the topics that you're talking about. Now, one of the ways I find a trending topic, I have a lot of ways, but this is one of the ways, is by searching the topic on YouTube, just like I said I used to do. However, this time I would double check how many subscribers the YouTuber who posted the video has. Now, what I'm looking for here is a video that has been uploaded within the past, 1 to 3 months, maybe even 6 months. So you're looking for a video what's been uploaded fairly recently. The reason why is because if it has been uploaded recently, then it's still a relevant topic, right? It's not like a 4-year-old video. So you're looking at videos within that time frame. And when it comes to the YouTubers who created that video, you're trying to find YouTubers who have less subscribers than the view count of that video. So if a video has 100,000 views, but the YouTuber who posted it has 25,000 subscribers, you can probably bet that that is a trending topic, because that YouTuber managed to get a lot of their views, not necessarily from their subscriber base. So that video got pushed out to a new audience, and that's how they got more views. I hope that makes sense. So that is one of the ways that I find a trending topic for my videos. The next mistake I made was not paying enough attention to my actual channel setup. So I think on YouTube they call it channel customization, I'm pretty sure. And what that basically means is your header, your profile photo, like your playlist, do you have a trailer, all of that good stuff. I didn't pay that much attention to it in the beginning. I mean, I've done the header, I've done the profile photo, I've done all the branding. That's very me to focus on that and not do the other stuff. But I've done all the branding so it looked good. But then I didn't do the other setup because I thought it's not really necessary yet. And I feel like when I made that decision to actually pay more attention to how my channel was set up, so now I've got playlists, I've got a trailer, all that good stuff, I started to see quite a big increase in not only the amount of views I was getting, but more like the amount of subscribers I was getting, because I guess people were going onto my channel and then seeing it all organized, seeing what subjects I talk about, and they just thought, great, that looks professional, basically looks appealing, and then they press subscribe. But also I think I ended up getting a few more watch hours because I designed my channel to be really like user friendly, and it became something which basically encouraged people to browse and watch other videos. When you don't have your playlists and your categories, YouTube calls them, all on your page, so you've not clearly shown, hey, this is other things that I talk about, these are the videos where I talk about it, or this is my most popular video. Like, when you're not showing off stuff like that, there's a big chance that you're losing someone who actually has clicked on your channel because they just want to find out more about the content you create. Not everyone wants to hit the video tab and then just scroll at all your videos where they've not been arranged and they don't look pleasing to the eye and all that stuff, that's probably how you're going to lose someone. So that's definitely a mistake I made in the beginning, and I wish I'd done and sorted it out sooner. So hopefully me telling you this, if you've not done it yet, it means that you'll do it now. Okay, the final mistake that I want to talk about today was one of my biggest mistakes of 2020. Dramatic. It was a mistake though, was my intro. Oh, it like pains me when I think about it now. My God. If you go on my old videos, I don't even know if I want to encourage you to do this, but if you're bored, you can see my super old videos and I still have the intro on there. Now, the issue I have with my intro, and generally with most people's intros, I don't actually think I could think of anyone's channel who has an intro which I think, yeah, that one's good. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, even when you put loads of effort into it and stuff, sure, it might visually look great, but I'm never like more tempted to subscribe or comment or anything with your content because you've got a good trailer. But more importantly than that, I feel like the trailer detracts from the actual video. Now, unless your video has been titled, you know, watch my 60-second trailer, there's a big chance that the person who clicked on your video did not click because they wanted to see a 60-second trailer. They clicked for whatever other value you promised. Whether it was like, watch me go shopping, or find out what I eat in a day, or whatever. If it was whatever niche you're in, whatever topic you were going to talk about, they clicked on your video because they wanted to hear about that. They didn't click on your video because they wanted to see you do something random in a trailer for 60 seconds. It also is a big drop-off point. There's a big chance you're going to lose a lot of your viewers at the start of your video because they can't be bothered to watch your trailer. Either that or they skip ahead, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but also begs the question, why even have it in the first place? But if they drop off and switch to another video, that is like catastrophic. That is not what your content should be doing. It is definitely a preference thing, but I remember when I got rid of my trailer and I started to get to the point a lot quicker in my videos, I would start getting comments like, I love how you get to the point so quickly. I love that you just get straight to the tips. Like, that was a lot of the comments that I started to get. So people were quite literally telling me that they like that tactic. So do with that, you know, tip what you will. But I really feel like if you have a trailer, just at least consider getting rid of it. That is it for today's video. I hope you found it useful. If you did, I recommend checking out this video. It is all about my top 5 completely free ways to promote your YouTube channel and get more views in 2021. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.